Standardized testing is something that we are all familiar with. Number 2 pencils, every other seat, tedious bubble shading. From early elementary school up to when we graduate high school, we all have to endure these extensive tests that judge our academic achievement in a time setting. While many people may argue that these tests are a fair way to measure student achievement, there are many reasons why this system is considerably flawed. Of course, it would be ideal to have every student on the same learning curve, but this is simply not the case, nor will it ever be. To have a standard for all students to measure up to is not fair, especially in the sense that school districts that do not meet these standards will not be granted money from the government. To put this into perspective, schools that are in less affluent areas and start farther behind, but still make great gains, will not be rewarded for their progress when these are the schools that are in most need of it. They say that learning should be fun, but that is something that's hard to do when teachers are given the stressful burden of making sure that their students test well on these standardized tests. This becomes so stressful and so intimidating for teachers that many of times, without even noticing, they are teaching to the test. This may be an acceptable method if all of the information that is being tested is important. However, studies show that there are many tests that test on topics that are not significant, while many important areas are not included, because they simply cannot be measured by such a test. These tests not only put a tremendous amount of stress on teachers, but causes anxiety for students as well. Test anxiety can be so severe that it causes immense feelings of dread and nervousness that can be so disorienting it can literally paralyze a student. Studies show that in situations like this, it is common for students to forget simple knowledge and operations that they have long mastered. If standardized testing continues to be used to measure student and teacher achievement, the results will become detrimental as more time passes. We have already seen many negative outcomes from students and districts that do not meet the standard, including teacher resignation and dropout rates. If these tests must continue, we need to implement a way to reward those who show progress, lower incentives to lower stress levels, and organize teaching methods that cater to all types of learning. Let's make learning fun again.